Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am Oliver from Rugby League. In my opinion, welcome back to the quiz. We have a fan on today, but sort of a bit of a famous fan now, you could say, of the Gold Coast Titans. Now, his name's Daniel, but you all might know him a bit better as the Shirtless Titans fan. But Daniel, how are you today?
G'day. Oh, I'm doing all right. No, just having a good time. Just ready to learn some Titans history.
Well, that's it. Even if we're not getting all the questions right, we're learning along the way, and that's really all that matters. Heading into this, you said that you didn't think you'd be going too well. You're just not caught up on history necessarily a whole lot, but you know, we'll have a good time. We'll jump into it. If you're ready to go, we'll get into question one.
Yes, I'll be called out as a fraud. So,
Okay, so the first question: who has played the most games for the Titans? Got you out already?
oh, well, this is bad. I don't even know this one. Oh, I should know this one. Um, no. Look, I'm just gonna go with the most common answer. I'm gonna go with the Don.
Okay. Unfortunately, incorrect. The answer is Mark Minicello, 174 games. However, the Donny is up there. And that's what we like to do here. Even if you're wrong, if you're within the realm of possibility, let's say, if you're sort of thereabouts, you don't get the point, obviously, but it's a respectable effort. So that's fine. We're 0 from 1, but a good effort nonetheless. Question 2: who has kicked the most goals for the Gold Coast Titans?
Oh no. Um. Okay. Who was the goal kicker before Jamal Fogarty? Honestly, once again, I have no idea. Being caught out. Um, let's go. Let's go Ash Taylor.
Okay,
Just
well, Ash Taylor is up there as well, I believe. So again, a respectable answer. However, incorrect. It is, of course, the inaugural Gold Coast Titans captain, Scotty Prince.
I was like, it's Scotty Prince. No. Oh, you got to be
Yeah.
kidding me.
Well, that's why, because he played for the first few years, but he hasn't been at the club for a while. So you'd think that maybe someone would have overtaken him, but no, it's still Scotty Prince with 293 goals. But again, a respectable effort here, Daniel. We're 0 from 2, but you could still, I mean, still, you could finish top of the leaderboard if you get every question right from here on out. So
Okay, let's try.
take it one question at a time. This one might be very hard, though, as it is early Titans history. In fact, I didn't really know this one until I saw it, but in round one, 2008, a Titans player scored 4 tries against the Cowboys. Who was it?
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't even know this one really, or I wouldn't have been able to pick it. So
look, the thing is, I was 5 years old when this game happened. So, uh, you know, I'm going to borrow from the previous answer and I'm going to go with Scotty Prince.
okay, yeah, that he was around back then. He was the captain back then, as someone who was also, I believe, the top point scorer for the Titans. Don't That's not a question further down the line, so you don't need to remember that. But it unfortunately is not Scott Prince. It's Jordan Atkins, who not a huge Titans player in the grand scheme of things. Not necessarily, with all due respect, not necessarily a club legend or anything. So that one was a bit hard. Okay, this next one you should definitely know. Who was the Titans' biggest ever win against?
Oh, look, I'm 99% sure that it was against the Raiders this year. But,
Yeah,
I.
there could be another game, possibly.
Oh, it might. Oh, is it the Warriors?
Are you locking it
Oh,
in?
let's go with the Warriors because 36 points. I thought, oh no, because they scored a try. No, I'm going Warriors.
It was the Warriors, of course, the
Okay.
famous game where the Titans qualified for their first final series in 5 years, beating the Warriors 44-0. But again, I think the Raiders were third. So you were sort of thereabouts. Okay, so we can tie first now, by the way. We can
I forgot it was 44. I thought it was 36 for some reason. So okay. I don't know why I thought it was 36. But
well, there we go. It's the most points I think the Titans have scored in a game and the most they've won by as well.
Okay. So I was, yeah, okay. Isn't it?
If you're doing it, you can still finish first. You can still finish first. Well, sorry, tied first, I should say, but still, you've just got to get every single question from here on out, which should be easy. Okay. This one's going to be more a guess, but the Titans have kept 4 teams scoreless in club history. The Raiders, Cowboys, Warriors, and who else? I'll give you
the Warriors.
It's not who you'd expect. Think.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Because I knew like our most previous one, it was like 2 years in the making since the last time we kept someone scoreless. So I don't really I don't think it's the Broncos. I think it's going to be a random Sydney team. So you know what? I'm going to go with the Dragons.
Unfortunately, incorrect.
Oh,
It's the Melbourne Storm.
what?
It's the Melbourne Storm. 2008, the Titans beat the Melbourne Storm 18-0. That year, obviously, they ended up getting it stripped due to the salary cap, but they finished minor premiers that year and made the grand final. However, they were unable to score in a game against the Titans. We won 18-0. How about that?
Oh, was it during Origin period or something?
You know what? I'd have to check, but probably.
No,
Probably.
I actually thought the Storm, but I was like, no, they're too good. They're too good. Okay, wow.
I told you it wouldn't be who you. Well, as you just said, you thought about it, but it's not who people would typically think for that answer. But okay, so we're one. Look, we're 1 from 5. That's okay. Hey, that's okay. We're having fun. But the next one. Which team have the Titans beaten more than any other?
Look, I think it's between Cowboys and Warriors because we always seem to play them twice a year, no matter what. It's definitely not the Broncos because they've been, yeah, definitely not. Not the Raiders. Wow. Okay. Do you know what? I think I'm going to make an executive decision. I'm going to go Cowboys.
I like that you stuck with your guns. I like your thought process. However, incorrect again. It's actually the West Tigers. There you go.
Yeah, they are the worst team. I should have thought that. Yeah, no.
We've beaten them 13 times. I think they've only beaten us 9 times. So there you go.
Okay. Wow.
And then there were a couple of teams. I think we have a 50% record against the Cowboys, though. I think they were one of the top ones. It was 50-50. And I think Newcastle as well. We've beaten them the same amount of times as we lost. Okay. Who has scored the most tries in a season for the Titans?
Because I know all times the Donster.
Of course.
Is it Fafita?
Correct.
Yes.
They've made it this year, of course. 17 tries this season. So we're now 1, 2.
And the weird thing about that is it was kind of like a little bit of a down year, like for him.
Yeah, it
He could
was.
have had he
Right.
could have had so much more, which would have been just crazy.
Exactly, because most of those tries were hat tricks within a few
Mm,
games. So we're 2 from 7. So we can finish. You can finish tied with
last.
the rugby league guru in last, or you can take last for yourself. This one might decide it.
Oh,
Who was the Titans' youngest ever debutant?
oh.
He, he wasn't at the Titans long, so it might be hard, but he has since. He's gone to Super League, come back, and gone to Super League again, and come back again.
Sunny Bill? No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I is it Mahoney? He's like one of the only players I know that's gone over to Super League.
It unfortunately is not.
Yeah, no.
It's Jordan Rankin. So debuted in 2018 at 16. He then went over to England after playing for the Titans, came back, had a year at the Tigers, went back over to England for a while, and came back this year with Parramatta, who's only really played reserve grade with them this year. But Jordan Rankin.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Who is
This
the
isn't got good.
who is the Titans' all-time leading point scorer that has not kicked a goal? Not kicked a single goal. Only scored tries.
Well, with you saying that, I don't know if it's a trick question, if it's the Don or not, because I don't know if he's attempted a kick on goal
Mm.
or yeah. Look, I'm gonna go with Don because I don't think he's that proficient as of a goal scorer.
Well, as they do say, is Don is good because you're correct.
Yes, good. Okay, go.
340 career points, 85 tries, 0 goals.
Yeah, okay. Because I
Okay.
didn't know if he would have like they did one like gimmick thing where they're like, "Oh, it's the final game of the season.
Yeah.
Let it kick one," you know.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
good.
Final question for 4 out of 10. What is the furthest the Titans have progressed in a single season? So the furthest point they've gotten. Well, what's the furthest point they've gotten in the finals? Because we obviously know they've made the finals because they made the finals this year. But what's the furthest point they've gotten?
Didn't they make it to the prelim in 2009? Because that's when they finished second.
You're correct. They made the prelim, so you've got the
Yes.
point. It was 2010 though.
2010. Okay.
2010 made the prelim, finished top 4 that year, and lost to the Roosters in the
Yes.
prelim final 36-6 after beating
Oh.
the Warriors 2 weeks before. We actually ended up with the week off in the first week of the finals. But that leaves us with a total score 4 out of 10.
Oh, yeah, that's not good.
Is it better
Oh,
than you thought? Better or worse?
um, it's. I think it's about on par with what I thought.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, it doesn't help. that, I didn't do any research because when you texted me, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do any research. I'm just going to show my full knowledge, and it's not that good.
And, as I should say, and as I told the people before, I've asked players in the past, players and fans, if they want the question sent to them first for the opportunity to research. Some say yes, some say no. You've said no on this occasion. If you would have said yes, then you probably would have been up there a little bit
I would have got
further.
10 out of 10. Would have got
Yeah,
10 out
yeah.
of 10.
Well, even when I do send the questions to the players beforehand, not all of them research all of them. They might look at a couple or something because they don't want to just get 10 out of 10. But if you wanted to, you could have, but you made a quite noble decision. But what we like to do at the end of each quiz is sort of go back through the questions you got wrong and, put a little bit of respect on it, and sort of understand. So for the first question, who has played the most games for the Titans? You said Anthony Don. It was Mark Minicello, but the Don's are certainly up there. I think that's a respectable guess. Who's kicked the most goals for the Titans? You said Ash Taylor.
No,
Again,
that wasn't a good one. That wasn't a good one.
well, I believe he's top 10, I'd say, at least. I believe he's kicked a few goals in his time, but it was Scotty Prince. Round one, 2008, a Titans player scored 4 tries. Look, that was even hard for me, but you took the knowledge from the previous answer, and I like the way that you used that, and went for Scott Prince. Unfortunately, wrong. Who was the Titans' biggest win against? It's pretty hard to get that one wrong.
I don't know
Speaking
why.
the man
I
who's
don't
more
know why.
famous.
I don't know why I thought it was 36.
Yeah.
What's that? I think I've just forgotten about 2 tries in there. It was all a blur after I took the
Yeah.
shirt off.
All a blur. Well, I think a couple of fights broke out, and it all sort of went into a schmoz anyway.
Oh yeah, that was great. That was great.
Yeah. The Titans have kept 4 teams scoreless: the Raiders, Cowboys, Warriors, and who else? This one was a bit of a guess. You could have really gone anyone. You went with the Dragons. It was, and we're going to celebrate for this. It was the Melbourne
Yes.
Storm in
Yes.
2008, a year that they were over the cap but won the minor premiership.
We almost beat them twice this year, which I was really proud of.
That's right. Yeah, that first time during the Origin period. Was it? Was that the first time? Yeah.
He just missed the pass. He missed the pass.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was with a Storm fan. I heard it all the way home.
Well, so realistically, we should have won, but hey, that's another story for another time.
Let's not talk about that.
Which team have the Titans beat more than any other? I liked your thinking. On that Warriors Cowboys sort of train, you went with the Cowboys. I believe the Cowboys were second, but it is the West Tigers. Who has scored the most tries in a season for the Titans? You got that, David Fafita. Who was the Titans' youngest debutant? That was always going to be hard as it was early on. I think you said you were 5 at the time, so I understand. Who is the all-time leading point scorer for the Titans that's not kicked a goal? It was the Don. I mean, come on, it was the Don.
Yeah. I was 90% sure, but I was just making sure he didn't try for a goal.
Yeah. What is the furthest the Titans have progressed in a single season preliminary final? So all round, pretty respectable effort. I think the 2 that you sort of were a bit off was the 4 teams that they've kept scoreless and the which team that they've beaten more than any other. However, those are more sort of open-ended questions, if you get what I mean. It could have been, there's always a couple of options. It's weird. You're never certain unless you know the answer. So, and that's the thing. So overall, you know what? 4 out of 10 without the prior research and a respectable effort for the questions that you didn't get. I think it was still a respectable effort, even a 4 out of 10. Are you happy with the effort?
Oh yeah, I'm happy with the effort. Just wish I didn't guess Ash Taylor. I think that's the main one I'm mad about. Why did I guess Ash Taylor? I don't know.
Well, Daniel, I want to thank you so much for jumping on today for the quiz. You'll now be joined by these illustrious names down here on the leaderboard. You'll be on the leaderboard for years and years to come. Hey, someone's got to get 3 at some point. But yeah, I want to thank you so much for jumping on. Before we go, though, let the people know where they can find you if they want to find you, or if not, they don't have to, whatever. If you want to plug your Instagram or whatever, go for it.
Oh, just add me on Instagram, Mr. DJ Gosling. Basically, I use that for everything. So if you want to search me up, do that. Too easy.
All right, awesome. Daniel, thank you so much for joining me. And I want to thank you guys for watching/listening at home as well.